Before we go anywhere, let's take a breath together. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling slowly. Good. How many times have you tried to talk yourself out of anxiety? You know it's irrational. You know there's no real threat. You know you should just calm down. And yet your heart is racing, your chest is tight, your stomach is in knots, your mind is spinning, and no amount of logic is making it stop. There's a reason for that, and it has nothing to do with your ability to think clearly or manage your mind. It's because anxiety doesn't live in your mind. It lives in your body. And you can't think your way out of something that's stored in your nervous system. That's what this video is all about. So before we get into why, I want to talk about the what. Because anxiety doesn't always look like what people think it looks like. It's not always obvious. It's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's just there. It's the waking up at 3 a.m. with your heart racing and absolutely no idea where, no idea why. No bad dreams, no reason, just wide awake and already on edge. It's scrolling through your phone before bed, suddenly feeling this wave of dread wash over you. Nothing specific, nothing triggered it, it just arrived. It's walking into a room full of people and feeling your chest tighten before you've even said a word to anyone. Your body already decided it wasn't safe before your mind had a chance to weigh in. It's someone sending you a text that just says, "Can we talk?" Your body goes into full alarm mode, heart racing, stomach dropping, mind spinning through every possible terrible thing that it could mean. Over a text message. It's been in the middle of a completely normal day, driving, grocery shopping, sitting at your desk, and suddenly feeling like you can't get a full breath. Like something is sitting on your chest, like something is wrong and you don't know what. It's having everything be fine on paper, good job, good relationships, nothing catastrophically wrong, and yet there's a constant low hum of unease underneath everything. This background noise that never fully goes away. This feeling of waiting for something bad to happen and nothing bad is happening. Does that sound familiar? That's anxiety living in your body. Not a thought of you're having, a state your nervous system is in. We've been taught that anxiety is a thought problem. That if you're just thinking differently, reframe your thoughts, challenge your cognitive distortions, the anxiety will go away. Yes, mindset matters. Awareness matters. Understanding your patterns matters. But here's what that approach is missing completely. By the time you're anxious, your thinking brain has already gone offline. Your nervous system perceives a threat, real or imagined. There's no difference. Your mind, your brain does not know the difference between real or fake or imagined. It activates your stress response. Your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate increases. Your breath gets shallow. Your muscles tighten up. Your digestive shuts down. Your prefrontal cortex, that part of your brain responsible for the rational thinking and decision making, goes offline. Gone. Shut off. So when you're in the middle of anxiety and someone tells you just to think positively, or just reframe it, or just tell yourself it's going to be okay. They're asking you to use part of your brain that isn't fully available right now to you. Your body is in survival mode. And survival mode doesn't respond to logic. It responds to safety signals. And safety signals come from the body, not your mind. Let me explain what's actually happening. Your nervous system has one primary job: to keep you alive. And it does that job constantly scanning for threat. Every moment of every day, your nervous system is asking, am I safe? And it's not asking your thinking brain, it's asking your body. It's reading your heart rate, your breathing pattern, your tension in your muscles, the expression on your face, on faces around you, the tone of someone's voice, the environment that you're in. And based on all that, it's deciding safe or not safe, regulate or protect. Now here's where it gets important. Your nervous system doesn't just need to respond to what's happening right now. It responds to what it learned in the past. So if you grew up in an environment that was unpredictable, unsafe, or emotionally overwhelmed, your nervous system learned to stay in high alert. It learned that the world is not fully safe. Stay ready. And it's been running like that program. It's been running that program ever since. So the anxiety you feel now, a lot of it isn't actually about what's happening in your life right now. It's your nervous system running on an old program. A program that it learned when it needed to protect you. A program that kept you safe then, but is now firing in stimulation that doesn't actually require it. A text message that says, can we talk? Your nervous system isn't responding to a text message. It's responding to every time someone said those words and something bad followed. It's protecting you from memory, not a threat. I want to take a moment here to talk about panic attacks specifically, because a lot of people don't realize what they're expecting is a panic attack, or they know it is and they feel ashamed about it, or they think something is seriously wrong with them, like having a heart attack. So let me be clear. A panic attack is not weakness, it's not crazy, and it's not dangerous. It is your nervous system hitting its absolute limit. Here's what's actually happening during a panic attack. Your nervous system has determined, for whatever reason, something with no obvious trigger at all, that you are in a life or death danger. Not mild danger, not this is uncomfortable danger, life or death. And so it does exactly what it's been designed to do. It floods your body with everything it needs to either fight the threat or run from it. Your heart rate spikes, your breathing becomes rapid and shallow. You might feel dizzy or lightheaded because the change in your breathing pattern. Your hands might tingle, your chest might feel like it's being squeezed. You might feel a sense of unreality, like you're watching yourself from outside your body. You might feel like you're dying. You're not dying. But your nervous system generally believes you might be. And that's why telling yourself to calm down during a panic attack does absolutely nothing. Your thinking brain is completely shut down, the lights are off, no one is home, and you are in pure survival mode. What actually helps in this moment is not a thought, it's a physical intervention. Slow your exhale, make it longer than your inhale. Ground your feet to the floor, feel something cold or textured in your hands. Hum or make a sound, anything that sends a direct signal to your nervous system. I am not in danger, I'm here, I am safe. Not because you're convincing your mind, but because you interrupted the alarm system at the source. So it's fight or flight, right? And you can be, so unless a bear is physically running at you, that's what these information is for. But you can think a bear is running at you when it's not physically, and you're going to get the same thing. So let's get specific, even though that kind of was. Because anxiety has a very specific address in the body. The chest, that tightness, the heaviness, the feeling like something is sitting on your sternum. The throat, the constriction, the feeling like you can't quite get a full breath in. The stomach, the knots, the nauseous, the butterflies that don't feel like butterflies at all. The shoulders, pulled up towards your ears without even realizing it. And the clenched jaw, the tightness, the clenching, aching by the end of the day. The diaphragm frozen, shallow breathing that keeps your nervous system in a low-level state of stress all day long. These aren't just symptoms of anxiety, they are anxiety. Anxiety is a full-body experience. It's not a thought that happens to cause some physical sensations. It's a physiological state that your thinking mind then tries to make sense of it. In fact, often the body responds first. The physical sensations come up before the anxious thought. Your body is already in a state of activation. And then your mind looks around for a reason. Oh, it must be an email I haven't responded to yet. Oh, it must be the conversation I need to have. It must be the thing I said 3 years ago. Your mind is trying to explain the state of the body, not the other way around. When you understand that anxiety lives in your body, everything changes. Because now you know where to actually work. Not just in your head, in your nervous system, in your body, in your breath. Your breath is one of the most direct ways to communicate safety to your nervous system, because breathing is the one automatic function of your body that you can also control consciously. Which means you have direct line to your nervous system at any moment. So when you slow your exhale, make it longer than your inhale, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. This is the rest and digest state. The state where your body knows, I am safe, I can relax, I don't need to protect right now. That's not a concept. That's a physiological shift that your body chemistry can actually change. Sound works the same way. Humming, toning, singing bowls, these create vibrations in the body. And that vibration directly stimulates the vagus nerve. Now, I'm not saying you have to go run out and buy singing bowls, but humming or toning you have on you at any given moment. Because if you're having an anxiety attack and your singing bowls are at home somewhere, you're going to run right home. Like, you're not going to have the thinking mind to say, I need to go home and get my singing bowls. So, personally, I like humming or toning. So this is the main highway of your parasympathetic nervous system, which is why sound can be used for healing for thousands of years, or has been used for healing for thousands of years. Not because it's mystical, because it's physiological. I'm not going to be able to say this word. Because even in my other videos, it's all right. We know what we're talking about. So because it works on the nervous system in a way the thinking simply cannot. So if you've been trying to think your way out of anxiety and it hasn't been working. This is why. You haven't been going to the right address. Healing anxiety isn't about managing your thoughts. It's about creating enough repeated experiences of safety in your body that your nervous system starts to update its program. It starts to learn, oh, this situation doesn't require full protection mode. I can regulate here, I can relax here, I am safe here. But that learning doesn't happen through the body. It happens through breath, movement, sound, presence, and repetition. Not through thinking harder, not through more information, not through another mindset framework. Through your body actually experiencing safety over and over and over again until safety becomes a new default. That's not a quick fix. That's a practice. And it's the only thing that actually works long term. So if you've been frustrated that you can't think your way out of anxiety, stop being frustrated with yourself. You've been trying to use the wrong tool. Anxiety isn't a thinking problem. It's a nervous system problem. It's a body problem. And your body doesn't respond to logic. It responds to safety. So the next time you wake up at 3 a.m. with your heart racing for no reason, or you feel that in your chest, tightness walking into a room, or that text message that sends your body into alarm, don't try and think your way through it. Breathe your way through it, ground your way through it, come back to your body. Stop trying to convince your mind that everything is fine. Start teaching your body that it's safe. That's where the actual healing begins. That's where anxiety actually shifts, not in your head, in your body. And I'll see you in the next video.